Welcome! How's it going? I am your host and Officer Orange Leader 398. Welcome back to another VTI Legends video. Today we're going to be talking about the one, the only, Droideka Omicron, and how you go about beating it in territory wars. Now, in order to beat it, you kind of have to know what you're going up against. So, we're going to start off real quick here, taking a very quick look at his Omicron. Now, the important thing about knowing this Omicron is going to be understanding the part about the territory war, because that's where it gets really dicey. The big thing to know is that if Droideka has damage immunity, all allies are immune to daze and stun, and he starts out under an undispellable damage immunity. So automatically Bad Batch, tougher counter to start. It's not going to be as easy and clean as it used to be. We'll talk about them in a little bit, though. Also, if Droideka is ever marked and is killed while marked, all other allies that have been killed at that point in time are going to revive with 100% health. That's where a lot of people go and get in trouble with this team, is because they don't do the right turn order to kill it, and it causes them some trouble because now, oh, I'm already hurt and they just revived 100% health and they now have their entire team. It's rough. But if you can either kill Droideka first or last, then you are safe. Personally, I prefer to kill it last. That way I don't have to worry about it. I can just fight around it. Not a big deal. Now, let's go ahead and look at a couple of teams that we can use to counter it. Now, this is probably my go-to team. This is the team I like to go to the most often, and is probably one of the more reliable ones that doesn't seem too overpowered. Yes, you did notice, I do have a Gear 12 member on this team. That's how confident I am with this, and I go up against Relic 5s. At our neck of the woods in 280, 300 mil GP, you are facing a lot of teams that have this Omicron at good relics. So this is a team that consistently, like 9 out of 10 times, is going to beat a Relic 5 and above full team of Separatists. Now, how does this guy help? Pretty simple. Basic is a Dispel. So whenever Droideka gets its secondary damage immunity that can be taken away, he's able to do that on the basic. He can assist with that. You also have Basilisk Shan, who is able, through her special 2, to dispel as well. So if Magna Guard has a taunt, the Gear 12 here, he is able to dispel that. Very helpful. Now, Revan is going to be a huge help in this, as he leads the charge and he can attack anywhere he wants. He is not held by a taunt, so if I want to go after Grievous right away, I can do that. I can mow him down, get Grievous out, no more marks. Or if I need to, I can pick around and kind of hit some other people, trying to get rid of that B2, get rid of the B1. That way it's only kind of 3 left, and then I can focus in hard on Grievous as well at that point, so that way if there is a mark sent out, hopefully it's Magna Guard. But there is a catch. If Jolie Bindo dies to the Droideka's Mega Blast, that is the RNG that will end this team. If it goes for anyone else, you're fine. Jolie will bring him back. You just keep going to town. However, if he gets singled out, it's not good. So I rank this as like a 9 out of 10 because I have 9 times out of 10 consistently beat high relics with this. So let's go ahead and look at a couple other teams. Now, one team that it makes it easy, it's Gas and the 501st. Not really a surprise here. He handles them pretty well, even with that. I mean, he doesn't get the days out, but, I mean, the clones can roll behind Gas and just do their job. So, this is an easy win. So if you are able to use this and you just need to get rid of it, need to move on to that next wall, this is something that would be an easy go-ahead victory for you. Just gotta make sure that you knock them out. And Gas, as a leader, does stop revives. So, even if the Droideka is marked and you kill them, they should not come back at all. Very similar to how he's a counter to the Poggle Omicron for TWs, which is going to be coming out in another video. Stops the revives. They can't come back. So, easy win. Kind of expensive. I personally try and save Gas and the 5.0 first for like Amalgus on defense, because we've been seeing quite a few of those as well. So this is kind of one of those where it's a little expensive, it's a little up there. And then the third team I want to look at is going to be the one, the only, the Bad Batch. Now, these guys can still beat General Grievous even with the Droideka Omicron. Now, thing is, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful because with their true damage and how often they put that out, and you're going to need to put that out to get that damage out there. That's how they win easy in the first place. You're really going to have to be careful on making sure that if you do take out Droideka, that you do it after Grievous. You gotta find a way to get Grievous out, whether that be Omega using her second ability with the Zeta to put that mark on him so she can attack him, or you have Hunter passing over the turn, allowing Echo or Tech to target Grievous and hit him that way to try and finish him before Droideka. Because if you go and, like I said, kill Droideka while it's marked and Grievous barely survives, everyone's coming back and they're going to hit you with a big barrage. So, but this is kind of one of those iffies where it's like, as long as you play it right, it can be done. But if you don't play it right, that's where the issues start to come in. So, you always got to be careful and aware of that. But those are three teams that if you got them, you are able to go ahead and beat the Grievous Omicron. So, if you got any other teams that you want me to make a video on how to counter, let me know. If you got some other counters you think would work against the Droideka Omicron, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Let me know, maybe something I missed, something that I haven't used or experimented with, and maybe I'll experiment it. I also got some videos of me using these teams to beat the Omicron with Droideka that you're more than welcome to check out on my channel. I'll put the link in the description below. Thank you guys for coming out and watching. Glad we could be here. Have yourselves a great night. Peace.